Hey everybody, it's time to swing. We're still swinging, and I'm your host Thomas. And today, family, we got my girl Kendra G up. All right, look, I only seen like 90 seconds of this, and this a go.
What's your name, love?
Avi,
Avi, where you calling me from?
Chicago.
Avi. That reminds me of the name that was on Snowfall.
I don't watch it. Sorry.
Okay, it's over now. It was a good series. Avi, where you calling me from again, baby?
Chicago.
Chicago. It's Chicago night.
Yes, it's Chicago now.
It's Chicago
But
night. I think all my guests have been, the majority of the guests have been from Chicago. So Avi, Chicago, how old are you, love?
36, 37, 36.
You don't know your age, baby?
Okay, look, when you get older, you start forgetting.
Okay.
So I'm about
don't
to
have your hair cut off, okay?
To be 37. I'm about to be 37 in like 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't have your hair cut off, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do
so
want
you're
to start off. Can I say something, Kendra, real quick? Just real quick. Little cousins, I got people in the comments. I want to say that taking pictures, so don't start with me. I'm a real life Aries, and I will hunt y'all down. So don't start with me. Okay.
Hold up.
Thank you.
Not they screenshot it. If you talk shit, she gonna find you after the show. And she from Chicago. I be trying to tell y'all. Listen, some people ain't about this life in real life. And y'all be real tough and big bad on the internet. But sometimes you're gonna talk about the wrong one, and they're gonna be real life consequences. And I'm gonna tell you one thing I know for certain, one thing I know for sure. Chicago people don't make threats that they don't back up.
I'm just saying.
Now that's it.
I'm just saying.
So they make you
now. This is real tough. It's 2.5 people on here. This is tough. Now, if y'all ain't been here, keep it quiet.
They don't make threats. They make promises. Take that. I live there. I know it. So y'all might not know Chicago people don't play. So if you ain't about that life, just keep your fingers off the comment section and watch the show.
Thank you. That's all I want to say.
Let's go, Charlie. You ain't got to tell me, Ivy. I already know how y'all get down. Okay? Ivy, how old are you again, girl? What's the age we going with?
I'm 36, about to be 37 in like 3 weeks.
And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries. Oh, go for them.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, one.
How old's your child?
4.
Why are you not with the dad?
It didn't work out.
Have you ever been married?
No. Go sit down.
Ivy, Chicago, 36 Aries. What you do for a living?
Media.
What do you do in media?
Advertising. We actually used to work in the same building. I saw you before.
What building?
Kendra. The Ion Center. So when
you
work at WGCI, like right down here. So I used to see you.
Yeah, shout out to WGCI where I worked for 8 years before I quit my job and moved to California. So I think I won't shout it out. There was a couple advertising agencies in that building.
Don't say that.
I got you, girl. Here we go. Ivy, she works in media advertising. Chicago, 36 Aries. Never married, right?
No.
Never married, one child, that's 4. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Someone that believes in God. And when I say like believe in God, not somebody just say like I'm spiritual or that say like, oh, I believe in a higher power. No, like you gotta say God. A man that's generous, a man.
We got Frozen, girl. Ooh. Let's see if it comes back in. We got Frozen. Let's see if we get it together. You ready?
Hi. I'm sorry about that. I don't charge.
Yeah, we was on. We were on Instagram. Mm-hmm. We got disconnected. I know you're from Chicago. Let me pull you up because you said some stuff, child. Ivy's from Chicago. She let it be known on Instagram she was screenshotting. She had people screenshotting anybody talking shit about her. So she will see y'all later.
And I don't play.
Okay, here it is. Here we go. So Ivy is media advertising in Chicago, 36, Aries, never married, mom to a 4-year-old. I can't remember where we left off, but this is a new platform, so I'll just ask you so they can understand who we talking to. What kind of man you looking for, Mama?
I'm looking for a man that's believe in God and not just say like, oh, I'm spiritual, I believe in a higher power like those folks in California. No, I'm talking about real God. A man that's a problem
Wait,
solver.
what happened? What you say about the folks in California?
So, like, it's so many people like this young generation, they be like, oh, I believe in a higher power, or like they don't want to say God. I'm not with that. No. Say you believe in God, otherwise it's absolutely not. I don't.
But why did California get that straight bullet? That's everywhere.
Fair use, family. Fair use. Family, listen, from the moment I saw her, I knew she was getting ready to give me this boss B stuff. I knew it. I just took one look at her and I knew she was getting ready to give me this boss B.
Sorry. Go sit down now. Sorry.
Okay, continue. So you gotta believe in God, not a higher power, child.
What you got here, family, is some woman who thinks she gonna be running you. She thinks she gonna be running stuff.
California, we done got a straight bullet, but okay, keep it continuing.
Okay, so yeah, what else did I say? A man that's a problem solver. I love a man that's a problem solver. So if I call you up and I say, hey babe, such and such, okay, I need you to problem solve with me. Like I do that on a regular day basis, but I know I need a man to come through. I like a man that's family oriented, that gets along with his mother, and the rest of his family members. A man that is generous, a man that's a giver. So.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny? Another girl said this tonight. She was in Houston, generous. I feel like generous is the new code word for my ladies.
Yes, it is. And I love a man that gives and thinks about me, and a man that comes with his own finances, and when he go to the store, he's automatically thinking about me. And don't get it wrong, I got my own job, y'all. I make my own money, but you got to come with money.
Okay. Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Now, y'all don't shoot me, y'all. But I don't want a man that has multiple kids. I don't want a man that's an atheist. No smoking. I don't marijuana, cigarettes, absolutely not. I don't do that. I think you like a low life if you do it, but whatever. I think
Wait, you said no cigarettes?
Yeah, no cigarettes, no marijuana. You can drink, that's fine.
She think you like a low life if you do it. I also knew she was gonna get up here and act fake bougie, but she too ghetto to really know what it is.
And I drink as well. I think that's about all, trustworthy. I think that's a given to say.
Okay. Okay.
See, this is her picture of how a boss be will act. This show she came to put on.
Should he look a certain way?
Handsome. I don't have a preference when it comes to height. I'm 5'6", but a lot of people think that I'm taller than what I am because I wear a lot of heels. So I'm not saying that I'm looking for somebody that's 6 feet. Just either my same height or a little bit taller than me. And like I said,
okay.
And I dabble. So why?
Say what, baby girl? Say the last part.
I dibble. So you don't have to be black. So I like all race. I don't discriminate at all. So I'm open to that.
She don't discriminate because she only into whatever in his pockets, right?
Well, that definitely increases your options. I think, I for many years have stated that in my personal world, the black man, regardless of whatever happened, I've always been loyal. But I do feel as though, ladies, I'm not sure if black women should be loyal to who loves you, right? Be loyal who.
I'm laughing, family, because you can't tell her she ain't like that. She cute. She a cutie. She thinks she like that. That's what happened when she be keep running into the mailman and the trash man and the city worker that was screaming at her from the hole in the ground. She thinks she could put that pink get up on and her glasses and get a dude like me to believe she's special. She all right. I wouldn't be complaining, but she ain't nothing I would just have to have.
Who loves you. Don't waste your life waiting on somebody to love you the way you can be loved by another person. If they're a different race and they're loving you properly, I'm 1000% behind that. Okay, so don't waste your life for somebody that is not trying to court you, be with you. Now, this does not apply, and I want to make sure I'm clear. There's plenty of black men out there who love black women, black families, only want black women. But there's also black men who are very open to dating other races. And so when you have that mindset, black women, you have to be open-minded the same.
Look, I don't care. Date who fits you.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm telling you, she'll catch us some. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna be able to put up with her long. That's why she on the Kendra show. See, the thing is, right? If she cool, she thinks she cute. If she cute, she thinks she bad. If she bad, she thinks she smoking.
And I do the same. I didn't date out my race before, so I'm totally open.
They don't know it's levels. They think it's only levels for us. They believe when it come to them, we shouldn't judge. You think I'm playing? She don't want to be judged against the next chick if the next chick hotter than her. That's the only time she don't want to be judged. When she not hotter than that chick. Then she don't want to be judged. But if she hotter than her, she don't have no problem with being judged. Family. This right here, you can't do nothing with this. Nothing. All right? Because listen, she not as hot as she thinks she is. But she expect you to treat her like she is.
And I just want to make one. I know I said generous. I know you probably going to get to that question. Well,
it's the next question. It's the next question. The next question is, should he make a certain amount of money?
And over 100K. Let's just say either at 100K or a little bit over it. And the reason why I say that is because I'm literally there in my career, but also I know myself.
Family, I give her a chill 7. But see, that's the problem with that 7. She right there where she gotta know how to act. And she don't.
And I hate to say this, but I will talk down on a man that make less than me. So I choose not to lower that. I want somebody to make over than I make, so it won't be no arguments and it won't be.
See, it's some of y'all, it don't matter how you act. You gotta go with somebody else. Her, if she knew how to act, she could get herself something. She don't know how to act. A man not gonna tolerate that long. Not a man that don't have to.
No jealousy.
Now the mailman might think he gotta put up with this. The trash man might think he need to put up with this. But the dude she looking for, I never think he need to put up with
that. So yeah. And y'all, 100K is nothing. Do y'all see what Trump is doing? So let's not. Okay. That's literally like the bare minimum at this point. So I want to make it really clear. If you got a job,
ladies, y'all talk about that like that's gonna make men have more money. That ain't gonna make men have more money because y'all keep screaming this. Every one of y'all that come on this show make $100,000. Every single one of y'all. It ain't too many of them I seen on this show that said they didn't make $100,000. They all paid, so you need to be paid too. Let me explain how that go. Men not hypergamous. That's why that's never gonna work. He would never care that you make more money than him. Only you would. That's why that's never gonna work. He ain't gonna never care that he can't get you. Why? Because he know how many of y'all need one. He gonna still get one. You the one with the problem. If he don't get you, he gonna get something. You gotta have this fantasy man.
you will understand. If you got a kid, 100K is absolutely nothing.
Couple questions. Okay. You have a 4-year-old. Did your 4-year-old's dad make 100K?
Family, you gotta understand. She on here capping and talking about this man because this the man that never talked to her. She talking to the man that never talked to her. She think this right here make him come and talk to her. This right here ain't gonna make nobody come and talk to you. This right here gonna make sure don't nobody waste their time. He already see he can't do nothing with you.
No, that's why I'm not with him, actually, because he's jealous of me. But we're not gonna get into that.
Well, we're gonna stay here for 1 second because what's what men will say. You had a baby by a man that didn't make 100K, but now you want a man that makes 100K or more to raise that child with you. They're gonna say that.
Yeah, that's I understand. But when you have a kid, you do raise the bar, and unfortunately, and
she really believed that. She really believed that she can raise the bar. She can. She can raise it as high as she want. She on the Kendra G show. That mean ain't nobody paying it. That mean ain't nobody paying it.
It's just that you raise the bar. I know where I am in my career. I know what I make, so it is what it is. If you don't make that, it's totally okay. You don't have to reach out to me. It's somebody else for you.
I bet you she worked at the Dollar General. One of them cash registers at the market or on the stripper pole. One of those.
Not me.
Ooh, child. Wait, hold on. Your phone was going in and out. You said, when you have the kid.
She on Fashion Nova, hard body, ain't she? Look at it. She doing that thing.
You raise the bar.
Yeah.
Ivy girl, you know you're gonna be a highlight.
And I'm okay.
Yeah, she a big timer in that $14 house. And the Mama Duke glasses.
Yeah, y'all. I love all y'all, but as Black people, as I want the Black men, stop paying attention to those podcasts. Get out here and get in the field for real. Go make some money. Stop arguing with females. Go make your money.
They should stop listening to them and listen to you.
Ivy, I will say this. Listen, I'm not mad at you. But is there any self-accountability for maybe having those requirements before you had a baby by somebody because that didn't make that tax bracket?
I mean, she is one of the hotter ones that you come across on the Kendra show. Because some of them joints y'all send me be bad. I can't put them up here.
Because you just told men to go out there to make some money. And okay, but they're going to shoot back and say, you should say that to your baby daddy.
And look, I can't argue with the go in your room and sit down. I can't argue.
She's stuttering. Y'all got a stuttering comment section. Y'all can't be asking her no questions like that. She get ready to boss up on y'all.
With that, I honestly can't argue with that. All I do is can say that. Actually, I don't got nothing else to say about that.
It is.
Got him! Family, look. So you gave him a kid. All he needed to be was cute. Now you need him to be rich. So he can take care of the cute dude baby, huh? Yeah, I'll get him a pair of Jordans. Come here.
That's what it is. Okay, we'll move forward. Okay, we'll move. Say again?
I only can go about what I make. Now, my baby daddy, and yes, I take full accountability. And it is what it is. What do you want me to do? My child is already here. My child is loving. We both love our child together.
Right. So if you know that don't change that, why do you think the way you feel about it change it and make you cost more? It don't make you cost more. Not to me. It might make you cost more to you, but you ain't paying for you. Baby girl, you're not paying for you. This funny, and this content is sad because you could really go and do something. You could really make some man happy, but you won't shut up.
What you want me to do? It is what it is.
Okay. We got some paid questions. You ready for them?
Let's do. Let's go.
Let me read it first. Okay, Madison. I'm sorry, I have to comment. Speak down to someone who is making less than you. How about raise someone up? Would you have liked someone to speak down to you? Focus on raising up your appearance, by the way.
No, she thought she was coming in here acting bougie and giving you all this boss chick stuff, but y'all checked her. She wasn't expecting to get checked. See, because the ghetto stay in those comments. The ghetto stay in those comments egging this foolishness on. Them chicks that couldn't buy a man. And them dudes that can't look at, that won't look, that watch this for the most part. It's those socially awkward dudes that they can't get a woman. Because these women, I get these videos from y'all, and they piled up in my email. I can't even get through them before I got a whole bunch more. Bro, and they filled with these lost chicks who really believe that this gonna work. They don't want to listen to men, because if they listen to men, they gotta stop this. They don't want to stop this. She think just because she's saying it, that means somebody going to try to measure up to it. A man ain't going to never try to measure up to that, baby girl. He just going to find somebody else. Because he don't have to measure up to that. That's something you want and you need. He don't need none of that. You hypergamous. He'll never be. He can't be. What he can't do is believe in you. Once he hear this, he can't believe in you.
Right.
Madison, drop your Instagram in the chat. We're gonna go toe for toe, baby, because I'll go straight to your page. I promise you. If you go outside and I go outside, baby.
Family, she already too old to grow up. She can't grow up. She's stuck in this boss bitch, and you need to accept it. She thinks she can make you accept this. And she gonna find that dudes only accept it long enough to get in her cheeks. And this get old fast.
It is no questions. I promise you that. I hands down, I promise you that.
Woo! Woo! She said, show your face. She said, show your face when you talking so she can properly address. I mean, that is kind of fair because y'all do be talking with faceless. But either way, okay.
It's not fair. It's ridiculous that she would respond and then respond like that. She supposed that came on here trying to get a man. She ain't trying to get a man. Ain't no man gonna be attracted to this. She thinks she get ready to get here and boss up on these chicks. All right? And her Fashion Nova special.
Okay, we're gonna keep on going. Onyx said, are you willing to reciprocate that generosity?
I am. Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay.
Listen, somebody gotta tell the ghetto, when you wanna play rich, you gotta look rich. Listen, if you don't look rich, don't try to play rich. Because then you just need somebody to believe it. If you just gonna believe it, I'll tell you I'm rich too then.
We did. Okay, so this one I have to ask you. If the guy made 70K, don't reach out to you.
I prefer not to, honestly.
You don't need none of that. I came to my conclusion, she capping. Listen, just like her baby daddy didn't need none of that, you don't need none of that. All you got to do is be cute, have on a new pair of sneakers, you know, and listen to this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Little Henny.
Don't do it.
No.
Okay. If you ain't making matter of fact, if you're making 99.
Look,
huh?
if it's like 95.
You see how she put her hand up like that with that? She think that's how a rich bougie woman would act. That's what she believed. This fantasy, that's who she playing right now. That's not who she is, fellas. No, that's not who she is at all. At all.
Okay.
Okay, 95 is the lowest.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah.
Look, y'all, it's really, I understand that, people think that that's a lot of money, but once you are in your career and you're actually going up, you look at 100K as like literally nothing. And also, I have a kid, so look, y'all, I got.
She been working in Walmart for 9 months. She got a career. She drinking.
No, I think that one of the things, and this is, I sit here as an educated woman, had that from data, not even like this is real life data of me hosting the show for 5 years. Last year, I started actually going out live.
It's hard for me to even take her serious, fam.
And doing events. Here's the harsh truth. Whether y'all think it's normal or not, there's not that many men that fit the description that you said because you had a height requirement. Wait, hold on. You do actually have you're open to all races. Okay, that helps you. That does, your pool is widened because you're not just,
I don't know, is it just me, but I keep looking at her nose.
Focusing on black men. So you do, her pool is widened. That does help you in your favor. But I will say the man that you describe is a highly desirable man. And even when I do, this is just real life data. When I have my speed dating events, it's always 80% women to the 20% men. It's always 80% women to 20% men.
Listen, they not gonna never hear that. That's why I just told her if he don't get you, he'll just get somebody else. It's not that simple for you. Not only is it not that simple for you, now you need him to have this and that and this and that. Listen, he's gonna get one. Cut and dry. He's gonna be fine if you never talk to him. So you can have all these standards. You just gonna have them.
So the numbers, like this ain't even about you a queen, you the best. It's just a math equation. So I think women just have to be open to that. Now, I'm not saying it can't happen because you very well, the good thing in your favor is you're open to all races. So you will be able to have more options. But we'll keep going. Sam Major said, when you have a child, you raise the bar, but you.
She open to whoever will go for this. She open to whoever will go for this. If he's silly enough to go for this, oh, she taking him. Most men smart enough to know she ain't getting. She don't get. Listen, just don't listen to.
You lowered your value.
To me, I didn't lower my value. That's to me.
Okay.
Find somebody that works best for you. Who is that again, Sean? Sean Major?
Sam Major.
Sean Major, let me go to your page, okay?
I don't know. She get. I give her about a 6.5. She could be a 7.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart, y'all. I will go on each one of y'all page and message y'all.
I'm telling you, she'll make somebody a lucky dude, but she just too silly.
Ooh. Katrina said, why is it so important that a man make 100K? What does a 100K man justify for you? Just need clarification.
Because, bro, she cute. She thinks she bad.
It's important because I know that they're working towards something. I just know where I'm at in my career. I know what my salary is. I know
what do you do again? You work in media advertising.
Here we go with this again. No, she work in media advertising. She be dumping up the trash cans.
Okay.
I know where I am in my career, and I shoot for the stars, y'all. Eggs is super.
Girl, Kendra looking at you like that because she know they ain't paying you nothing.
Expensive. If you want to take somebody out on a date, once you go outside, y'all, you automatically spend like $100, $200 just to go outside. Like,
that's why they are entrepreneurs with what they really do. That's the way they explain all this money they not making at their jobs. They big entrepreneurs. Selling. Let me stop. Selling bundles.
Not eggs. What? Eggs are super expensive.
No, yeah, eggs is super expensive. I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to get people to see like the bigger picture. Like, I'm not on no type of welfare or anything like that. Like, understand that everything is going up. The cost of living is going up. So 100K, y'all.
Well, let me ask you this, just curiosity. You're already living off of the salary you have, correct? Mm-hmm. So let's just say you join partnership with a man who made $70,000. That would be an extra $70,000 to what you are, in addition to how you're currently living. Wouldn't that be amazing?
I don't look at it like that.
She'll join partners with a dude with no job if he cute. Trust me. Trust me. She'll move them right in.
No, I look at it as that match. I really want somebody over my salary. Kendra, I don't know.
She gonna run his butt out of there, but she gonna move him in.
What else to say? Like,
okay, fair enough. All right, it's your life.
I hate to say that, and I'm not trying to like be mean, but I really would like look at the man.
Because she gonna really be putting that tongue on him. Oh, you move in with that? She gonna really be putting that tongue on you.
Being less than, and I don't want to do that.
Okay, listen, it's your life. So I just asked this question. Not saying that this
You move in with her, you gonna be in jail.
is the alternative. Not saying it cannot happen, but let's just say this is a hypothetical question. A guy that meets your income requirement doesn't try to date you. You're okay with never dating another man until you see Jesus?
No, can you say that one more time because it kind of cut
So,
out.
okay, I said if there isn't a man that makes 100K or more that is truly trying to date you and join life with you, are you okay with being single for the rest of your life if that was the case?
No, I wouldn't be okay with that. Probably change.
And see what I'm saying? And there you have it. Baby girl, you gotta understand, you can't make a man have more money because that's what you want. You gotta be realistic about some things. It's gonna be some things he gonna have to be realistic with about you. Baby girl, you ain't gonna be everything no man want, everything no man dreamed of. You're not. But I'm telling you, it's some men that'll be happy to have you. But he ain't gonna accept that. You ain't about to give him that. He don't deserve that. And you ain't gonna bring him that shit.
As I get older, but as of right now, this is my requirements as of right now.
Okay, that was a fair statement. So right now, this is the standard. If life goes on and you get older and you can't close the deal, then you would potentially adjust.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Here's the deal. I feel like this. You can have any standard you're willing to live with. The standard doesn't mean you're gonna get a matching result.
Yeah, you're gonna end up like Kendra with all your standards. You're just gonna keep getting older. And the older you get, you know, the harder it get. Baby girl, it don't start getting easier.
Results. But if you're like, listen, this is my life, and if I don't get this and I'm okay with nothing, I mean, all we can do is respect that, right? Because it's your life. At the end of the day, people gonna have their comments. I'm talking to you in this moment in time. Who knows if I ever talk to you again? So you got to live with your life decisions. But you did say you're not okay with that. So we'll see if that comes to your reality. All right, girl, you hitting a lot of buttons tonight, child. Clyde Cloud said, you too cocky, baby. You a typical baby mama and drunk. You're not drunk, are you?
Drunk? Baby, what? Get on somewhere. Come on, drunk? No, baby. I got off of work. Okay.
Nah, I believe she drunk too. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way you really act like that.
I got off of work at 5.
She performing.
Still got my work clothes on. Drunk. I want to come on this show drunk. Come on. Get your life together. And baby mama, that's fine. I'm making money. You broke. Cool.
Redefine Me said, Kendra, please let these women know that money is surface level. I married my husband and he made good money, but lost his job. Stuff happens. I have come to terms that people got to have their own experience. Like, I do know this. I honestly think that a lot of the men that you guys describe with.
Do she sound warm and inviting? Like a man would want his woman to sound? Like, they don't never sound like that. They never come like that. They always need to give you some kind of energy, some kind of performance that they can't possibly think a man would respect or enjoy. That's a bunch of foolishness.
This money income, if y'all really date them, it wouldn't be what you want because a lot really comes with that, right? But I also learned that
The struggle boss. She struggle bossing.
experience is the best teacher. As many times as I try to share certain things. Experience is the best teacher. So what I pray is you get all that you desire, and then you can decide if that was really what you wanted, right?
Is
Because
it,
I've had, okay.
I guess the question that I have, Kendra, I know you saying like, are you saying that basically 100K is just asking for too much? Because that's all I really asked for on this call.
Well, here's the thing.
You can't tell a man how much money he gotta make. All right, you know how foolish you sound? So you think he gonna meet that so he can get you? Come on, girl, look. 100K, right? A man doing all right for himself. But you see how all of y'all want 100K? All of y'all demand 100K. Y'all know good and well all y'all can't get 100K. All y'all know that's just what y'all hear each other say. So since that's what everybody else want, that's what you want. Or that's what you think you want. Well, girl, don't nobody that make 100K talk to you. So why are you sitting up here talking about? You got all kinds of dudes sliding in them cheeks. Cut the jokes. Don't none of them make 100K. But you're gonna get on here and talk pop it. Because ain't none of them trying to make you their woman. So how do you think a man that's making 100K see you? You think he take you serious because you get up here and perform like this? You look like a joke. I'm laughing at you. And you can bet your ass I make 100K. But am I rich? Hell no. I wish. I'm going to get rich. But you ain't got nothing coming.
You gotta, okay, have you ever dated a man that makes 100K or more?
No.
Okay, so this is the thing.
And I knew it, family. I just said that. At least she told the truth, because a lot of them would have started capping. A lot of them would have started lying. The kind of dudes who ain't never been talking to you ain't gonna start. It ain't gonna change because you don't like it. You gotta get the best of what you can get. You can't get what she got because it's levels. It's levels. Y'all don't like it, it's levels. Y'all don't want to be judged, we gonna judge y'all. The minute we see y'all, we know exactly what we will pay for you. You can open your mouth and bring the price down if you want. Or you can be sweet and keep it right there.
Realities are subjective. Not everybody is living the same reality, right? So what I do know is you said your child's father didn't make that salary requirement. And you actually just told us right now you've never dated a man that makes a salary requirement. So the question really becomes, does that man want to date you back? It's not that, I mean, yes, this man is walking around this planet every day. He's watching the show right now. But does he want to date you back? And dating is...
See, Kendra be making some points sometimes. Like, girl, you don't know how many times that man seen you. That's a reason why you don't know that was him. He didn't want you to know. He wasn't interested. If he was interested, trust me, you would have met him.
It's individual. Not every black woman dates the same. Not every white woman dates the same. It's an individual game. So it's not that you're asking for a lot. You're only asking for a lot if that person doesn't want you back. It's
No, she on the Kendra G show because she ain't getting it. And she thinks she can come on here and demand it. And somebody will listen to it. She gonna have a bunch of dudes in her inbox with their shirt off.
Just that simple. You know, some women could have a 500K requirement because that's all they date. So in their world, it's not asking for a lot. That's their reality. But if it's not your reality, then yeah, it could be potentially asking for a lot. And one thing I will say, and like I just said, I just had a speed dating event last night in Charlotte. 80% women, 20% men, never fails, never fails. So 20% men.
What is a speed dating event? That's new. The speed dating event. You go up to her and this is the speed dating event. You walk up to her and you say, "How you doing? My name is Thomas." That's the speed dating event. That's how you get a date. Worked all my life.
Have 80% to choose out of. And out of 20% men, they're not all equally rated. There was like actually millionaire men speed dating last night. But let's say there's 3 of those. So now we have 3 top earning men with 200 women to choose from. You know, it's just kind of the numbers game. I'm just trying to share the numbers. So at the end of the day, reality is subjective. And I can't answer that. You know, you can answer what the reality is. But let's keep going. Do we do the Kendra Cam?
You gotta go to an event to get a date. You doing bad.
I don't think we did. No. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
You need to step your game up out here, bro. You going to an event to get a date. You ain't got no 304s.
Okay. Ooh. Wait, was that?
She all right? She all right? Bro, if she could shut up.
The turn around, that's like the boxer turn around with the hands up, like what you say.
Oh, look, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, all this going back and forth.
See, she got to start that. You see what she got to start? You see what she got to start? If she could just be sweet. Too silly. Too silly. Got to put this show on.
About some salary, y'all.
Okay. So what?
She thinks she bougie, but she's so ghetto, right? It's just not coming out right.
Why do you think you haven't dated a man in your salary tax bracket yet? That's a requirement.
Honestly, I don't go out. I do go outside, but I don't go outside like that, y'all. I don't even go outside enough. I'm just trying to get outside and trying to have a good time, but I don't go outside to even meet anyone. I'm only going into the office one day out of the week. So it's not like I'm just outside, and I don't grocery shop out, like actually go in the grocery store. I actually order online or order on an app. So that's what I think.
I mean, baby girl, okay, that's a day. You talking about it like you styling or something. That sound like some regular stuff. But you talking about it like it might be grand and somebody should respect that. Well, that's just regular stuff. Regular living.
That's what I think. But maybe it's something else. Maybe
well, how about this? You international tonight, child. I'm gonna make you a highlight. So you gonna be outside for real. I want to say, okay. Ooh, child. Okay, you guys, no more paid questions. I'm gonna read the ones that are here, but we don't gotta add no more because I want to finish. Marcus is telling me to draw you.
Little mama, I don't know if you're gonna ever see this video or not, but take my advice. If you shut up, you could do something. Learn how to shut up.
Man, do you know what that means?
We ain't got to do that. Of course,
I'm not gonna do that. Draw
what?
man is not a good thing. What?
Learn how to be nice. Learn how to shut up and be nice. Learn how to be peaceful. You bring in all this rah-rah. We don't like that shit.
He's telling me to draw the man for you.
Marcus,
Sam Majors is back.
Too much.
Sam Major is back. Cost of living is going up. So
I don't care how live that dude is. He don't like this. He might tell you that to get the cheeks because he know you don't want to hear the truth. A soft woman. All right, listen. I'll go hard. You come in, I don't need, no. No. Ain't no way.
a smart man is... Okay, I'll read it fast. So a smart man is not taking care of another man's children and another man's baby mama.
You know what? So many people say that, and there's so many women that go on and get married. I got one child, y'all. One kid.
Okay. If you met this 100K plus man, what if he wants to be with you and with possible marriage, but wants a side chick also? Would that be okay?
One more. Let me read it.
She said, if you met this 100K plus man, what if he wants to be with you in marriage, but wants a side chick also? Would that be okay?
Kendra, go to the next question. Y'all crazy. Y'all.
I actually want to know your answer.
I respect that she ain't answered that. I respect that. That's the first thing she done that I can respect.
Answer.
To be a side chick?
No. Would you allow him to have a side chick? No.
Okay. Type of games. I don't play games.
I would have she was better off not answering that, but that was the right answer.
No.
Okay. The only saving grace is having a bunch of those kind of men coming on the show and ridiculing or humbling these women.
Because even if you would accept that, you never admit that you would accept that.
Otherwise, we're doomed. Well, those men come on the show. Actually, we have these men on the show, and we just had Jay, who essentially, only thing we got to remember, Ivy is open to other races. So she's just not asking for black men. So that does change the game for her a little bit because she has different races to choose from. But I have had 100K attractive men on my show, and they tell you what it is. They're very cocky, and women do get turned off once they are very blunt and cocky and say they're the prize and all that. But again, like I said, you got to experience it for yourself to recognize if it's for you or not. Okay, Marcus, I think you got an average woman. Average women are super delusional out here.
Okay, I'm Delulu. Bye.
Oh, do you want more kids?
No, y'all.
You don't want more kids?
No.
Oh, I missed that. Wait a minute.
No.
So you want this man that does well
his own kid? Like, I'm okay. Maybe he has one kid already as well, and he don't want any more.
Okay. How old are you again, Ivy? Oh, you're 36. Okay. Oh, I missed that part. So you don't want to have any more kids?
No, y'all. Y'all probably would. If I go into details, y'all probably would be looking at me like I'm crazy. I want a man that cooks for me.
See, she think she got this dream that she gonna be running stuff. See, she got this dream that she a boss and you a worker, because that's who bosses attract. Workers. Bosses don't attract bosses, they attract workers. Both of us can't call the shots. That's a problem. Any operation that got two bosses is destined to do two things: break up or fail. Can't have two bosses.
So you're not gonna cook either?
No, I don't cook. Go ahead, Kendra. Come on.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it for you,
No,
girl.
Kendra, let's go on to the next.
I had to do it, girl. Now, you almost made it through, but now you don't want to cook. You ain't having no more kids, Ivy girl. Now, You almost, listen, I almost.
See, she live in this world, right, where she can expect everything of you and nothing of herself. She can demand everything of you, but if you ask her what she got, she'll start telling you about a bunch of stuff you would never care nothing about. If you ask her what she got, she'll tell you about a bunch of stuff a man would never care nothing about. Because in her mind, this dream man would respect that. That she ain't about shit. Nothing. All she know is what she want. Dreaming. Too old to grow up. We adults. You see how I come to that point where us as men keep growing and they can't grow? See, men outgrow you. That's the problem. That's why you can't keep men. They meet you and they like attracted to you because you're attractive, right? They outgrow you fast. You wear your welcome out fast. Soon you start this. Soon as you start trying to put this show right here on, you call it intimidated. No, they put off by you. Because a man will never care that you make more money than him. Men not hypergamous. Get that out your head. He not built to care about nothing like that. Y'all are. See, he think it's all this love because he got all this loyalty in him as a man. He think because it live in him like that, it live in her like that. It don't. We different. You think you think she loving everything and appreciate. She think you should be doing more. She been watching the internet. And that girl over there, she was on a yacht. Why can't you do something like that with her? Yeah. But she don't look at that girl on the internet and think you look at her and say, why can't you look like her? She don't know you do that too. You just don't bring that shit to her. You just don't charge her with that.
Didn't do it. I almost didn't do it, but come on, girl. You ain't cooking either. What does this man get?
Peace. Motive.
Did you hear what she just said? Peace. She think this peace. Dreaming.
Peace with somebody else's baby. How we know your baby daddy ain't crazy? Now he gotta raise the kid with another man's input on how he raised the kid. How is that peace? He got a princess woman who don't even want to cook for him after whatever he's making. It's a hard day at work, but he has to do out there into the world and come home and then cook the meals too.
I'm working too.
After a while, this gets sad, don't it?
I don't believe a lady staying home. Okay, I work. I'm going to continue to work, so I'm working too. Okay.
So why can't you cook for him?
So maybe we both can cook. Maybe you can show me a few things, and I ain't no cook, y'all. It just is what it is. I'm not a cook.
Javi, what was your name?
She could have been something to somebody. But I'm telling you right now, family, listen, trust me when I tell you, she finished. All right? Listen, as always, family, it don't take much to be nice. We all gotta live on this planet together, walking in and out of each other's space. Respect is important. Look, make sure you like the program, share the program, subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. Still swinging out. I will return, family.